My name is Zen. I'm currently a senior product manager at Amazon. I'm an ex-engineer at Microsoft, Google, Oracle, and some other companies. All right. Okay, so here's what we'll be covering today. First of all, a little bit more background on myself so that you know who is the event host today. And what's her background. Then I would like to have a quick poll just to understand where you are in your product manager journey and how much do you know about AI and how much you use about AI. Um, then it's the meaty part of this session, the key AI tools that I think every PM should know. So I'd like to introduce those to you. And finally, some kind of quick tips, I would say, for everyone to stay ahead of the innovation. I would say probably section 3 is like the fish part. So I give you all the tools that I know, and I think every PM should know. But as you all know, AI is an area that we always see a lot of kind of rapid changes and rapid innovations. So I'm sure a lot of the tools, like as I'm telling you, there are like 10 other new tools that are coming out there. So just a little bit tips on like how to stay ahead of all those innovations. So a little bit on the fishing part, so you can go out and catch your own fish from now on. Finally, there will be some AMA for the remaining of the session time. If we do have any, based on my experience, usually this session will run about 40 to 45 minutes. So let's see. All right. So first, just a quick introduction of myself. I kind of see myself as a result-driven leader and coach. I have a PhD in computer science, so I come from a deep technical background. But on my journey or on my career journey, I also get an MBA tucked under my belt from University of Washington, and slowly sort of pivot to work more in a product manager capacity. Former software engineer at Google, Microsoft, and Oracle. Currently, I'm a product manager at Amazon. So this is just one of the review from my Leland profile. You could find more if you go to my Leland profile. That's on the left bottom corner of the slide. You can also find me on LinkedIn. I share my thinkings on product management, on technology, on innovations from time to time there. I'm not a super active blogger or social poster, I would say, mainly because the product manager work at Amazon is already quite demanding. So I was hoping that I could have more bandwidth to work on those, but not always. So, but with the limited kind of time, I tried my best to teach, coach, and also be a thought leader on LinkedIn. All right. Oops. Is there someone who's playing uh, music? Okay. Let me mute people. Uh, let me see. Oops. Okay. I think now everyone's muted. Sorry, didn't notice that. Okay. I'm glad that, well, if you were disturbed by the music, all you missed is just my self-introduction. So as we are getting to the meaty part of the session, hopefully everything goes well. Okay, so first, just a quick poll for me to know how proficient you are in your, sorry, I think oops. think I shared the wrong slide. Give me a second. All right, you can scan the QR code, or just use menti.com and use the code to do the quick poll. Just want to first see like how many years of experience are the folks here as a PM. Okay, I see some folks start to, oops, I should make sure that the QR code is still visible. Okay. All right. Okay, it seems 3 of you made answer. Okay, 6. Okay, a lot of you are early stage PMs. Good. Okay, interesting. Okay, a lot of 1 to 3 year PMs. Good, good. Okay, that's good. Usually new PMs are more accepting in terms of new technology to help their PM work. And then because you are so new, you don't have established kind of work habit and work pattern. So very easy to adopt a new approach in product management, I would say. Okay, cool. Let's see. Just try to understand a little bit on your main responsibilities. One thing is because the product manager sometimes is a little bit a jack of all trades kind of job. So many of us are required to do many different things at different time for different product, and depending on what is the size of the company you are in, it could also sort of differ a lot. So just try to understand like what people are working on mostly. Okay, so understanding customer need, building coding tech product solutions. Interesting. Okay, offering strategic consultancy. There are also some others interesting. And okay, not in tech product development. Interesting. A lot of you seems not in the tech product development. Okay, so hopefully what I share, some of what I share today could also be useful to non-tech product. Okay, cool. But majority are focusing on understanding customer user needs. That's good. That's good. That's one of the main main function or main capability that I think a product manager should focus on. Okay, cool. All right. Finally, just try to understand a little bit on your AI proficiency level. Have you used any of the chatbot tools? What are the main kind of use case or main need that you use AI tools for? And if you have built any features leveraging AI capability. Okay, so almost all of you are definitely fully aware of some AI tools. Okay, and also use those in your work for communication, prototyping data. Okay, good. Probably a few of you also use those to build product features. Okay, and follow latest news and updates on AI advancements. Okay, cool. Sounds like this is a pretty, I would say mid level proficiency with AI group. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. So I think the little survey served its purpose. Okay, now let's probably move to let me see. Okay, I'll probably need to reshare. This is what I don't very like, the PowerPoint slide. Okay. Now let's get to the meat of this session, the key AI tools, which I think every PM should know. I kind of organized this section based on like the core, I would say the core uh, responsibilities or core work that a PM will need to do as he or she owns a product and owns its roadmap and its success. So the first stage, obviously all these stages are iteratively, right? You don't like say I complete one stage and then move to totally next stage. You will always come back to the stage, but roughly at the product development life cycle, you would start with some market research and competitor analysis, and I think this is the first place or stage where you could start using AI tools. Uh, OpenAI Deep Research, I think many of you have seen that, but obviously this is a kind of paid tool. You need to buy the OpenAI monthly subscription to use that. But there's also some free tools if you are not yet fully ready to pay for a kind of $200 per month subscription. One is the Google Notebook LM. And this is not only for like researching the market that's related to the product that you own and a competitor of your own product. You can also use it for like a pretty broad kind of category of product. If you just want to understand like a specific market, you can definitely use that. I think last year, I used Google Notebook LM to research the Trade Desk. They are a demand side ads platform. This is kind of a little bit not so straightforward industry, I would say, the ads bidding industry and channel management industry. So used Google Notebook LM to analyze like a few like CEO YouTube video talk, their company websites, so on and so forth. And then you can start do some question and answer in the notebook itself to help you understand particular industry products there, so on and so forth. All right. And recently, I think probably just 2-3 months ago, Google Gemini also launched a experimental thinking research model. I think it's the 2.0 flash thinking. It's totally free. So I tried it. You asked it to do a research on AR, VR hardware kind of segment. And pretty solid, I would say, as it formulate the research plan, and you can also give your feedback on the research plan. Probably you don't want it to research one aspect, but adding research on other aspect of the industry. You can always sort of update that, and then the kind of the thinking model, it already has some agentic capability built into it, so it will go out and follow the research plan that you worked together with it to formulate, and then fill out the entire research. So I would highly recommend if you're right at the stage trying to do some market research, competitor analysis, definitely these are the tools I think you would like to try out. All right. So usually at the next stage is that you are going to do some ideation of a new product or a new feature. Again, there are tons of kind of free tools out there that you can build things out to show your idea. This is kind of like a sizzle reel builder, like video builder tool. I'm not sure why it takes that out. Yeah, I think I recorded probably too many of the pre-section, but I gave it some prompt, which is pretty simple. Revolutionize your product ideas with AI. it's almost not even a product idea. I'm sure every PM here, when you really have an idea of a new product and feature, you will write like much better kind of prompt than this one. But just by giving it and then select a few, I think I did. Select a few kind of configurations like the duration of this sizzle reel, who are the audience, platform you want it to publish to, and then it start to generating the sizzle reel video, which I'm not sure if I recorded that. Yes. Yeah, so
if your product ideation feels like a chore, you're in for a score. Within video AI, turning ideas into videos is as easy as typing a text.
And you get the you get the idea, right? And here I don't even give it any kind of scene or like script, as you are a true product manager building new product idea. Usually you will have the idea of like what this sizzle reel look like, what are the different scenes, and what are the kind of narrative you want to have in each of the scene. And then if you gave those to it, then it will sort of pull stock images that are kind of matching your narrative of different scenes, and then start to putting together the concept. So this is just this in-video AI is just one of the example that I quickly find out online, but you can find a lot of other sort of free tools that do the same thing. I think probably even like 3-4 years ago, when I built new products, we go out to like marketing agencies to help us build such kind of ideation and pitching sizzle reel videos. But nowadays, pretty much as a PM, you could build the first round of ideation, like vision pitch yourself. All right. Oops, did I miss anything? Okay, no. All right. Next stage is usually more serious, right? You get some funding, either internally from your leadership saying, good idea, go ahead, right? Or probably you're an entrepreneur, you start to getting like your angel investment, your pre-A round of investment, whatever that is. And then you started to build some prototypes, which to actually show how your product look like. Again, here I shows a little bit like how you could just use AI to check about the AI updates. So I ask it to recommend some Figma to code tools for me. I give some like really slappy requirement that the tool should be able to build full stack app prototype from Figma. It will show you the syncing process. You don't need to really look into its syncing process, but by the end, it will give you some recommendation on what are the tools that you could potentially explore and use. So again, leveraging AI to know about AI is one of the tip, I guess I will provide. But in terms of the actual prototyping, I would say English is the new programming language. Probably 3-4 years ago, if you are going to build some initial version of an app or something, you'll need to, like the first thing, you need to find a tech partner, right? And say, okay, this is the idea. Are you passionate about it? Let's build it, right? Either inside a big company, you'll probably find some lead engineer who's passionate about the idea and start building some prototype, and then go out and pitch more folks. Or if you're an entrepreneur, then you'll need to find a co-founder or someone who's like technically strong and can build a prototype. But these days, really, there are a lot of kind of places where you can just use AI to build your product, especially the first version. OpenAI, is this a video? Yeah. OpenAI has an app builder. I think here I just gave it a, what did I say? Yeah, I wanted to build a project. It asked me some question. I say this is beginner personal project. I want it finally be runnable on low code framework. So it provides several options. And I said, yes, I want text under the camera feed with live update of camera scene. Oh, okay. So what I ask it to build is a web page where there's a camera feed, a feed of the live camera video, and then there's a text update of what is the scene in the live camera. So it starts to put together some basic coding and provide me some options where you can start to set up like a web page. Obviously, you can use cursor that is more professional. But if you have never used any IDE, probably start with App Builder is a good first stop. And again, as I said, English is the new programming language. You don't really need to know any specific programming language. You can start exploring the app concept with AI. So I have a series on my LinkedIn that talk about how I push an idea with free trial cursor. Last year when it first released, they provide a pretty generous free trial kind of package. Like you can use unlimited cloud conversation within the first 14 days of sign up with cursor. But I think first 14 days or first 1 month, but pretty much like after that they are like a heat, and then they're a little bit overloaded, and you no longer get that get that premium sort of free trial any longer. But I managed to use that pretty premium trial package for about 14 days. So I put this all together into a kind of a series of blog on my LinkedIn. So if you are interested to know more about like how you could use cursor, what does that look like, what's the experience look like, what are the kind of the pros and cons, or what the models were good at versus not so good at, you could take a look at my blogger. But with a caveat, the models are making progress like day and night. So from last year to this year, I would say the models are advanced, making a lot of advancements. So these days, using cursor is very much could be some other experience. I haven't yet got a chance to get back to it and try out, but you're welcome, definitely welcome to try that, especially if you have tech background, if you have coded some simple applications before, if you have know 1 or 2 programming language, Java, JavaScript, Python. I think these are kind of the mainstream trending programming language in the past decade. Then I would highly recommend you start exploring some of those integrated, like AI integrated IDE environment for your prototyping. All right. Next is probably a little bit aside, but just using AI to build like a normal product is sometimes a little bit boring. And these days, I think people are talking about like how to revamp many of the workflows, right, and the jobs to be done in your product by designing it more AI native. So thinking about if you have AI at the beginning, how would you design something differently, right? So I think lately I'm listening to a podcast, and there has been talk on like Google integrated its large language model in the Gmail, and then that large language model can help the user to like draft Gmail. But I think it's a blogger. Yeah, let me share that later. So the user can use the large language model to draft Gmail. But the tricky thing is usually those drafts are not looking like the user themselves, right? They are either too formal or like too AI kind of sound like, because it's too average, right? The AI are looking at all sorts sorts of information, all sorts of historical emails on the website, and then they are not capable of like really personalize your like the particular user's kind of writing style. So it will be it will be much different, like if the email kind of experience is like powered by AI natively from the beginning. Then probably the AI will learn like how the user sort of usually draft emails, what tones they are using, and then how the users categorize emails, right? And then the AI can become like an agent doing like automate those work. So there are a lot of thinking, I would say, in PM community these days on how to leverage AI to revamp or redesign a more AI native kind of workflow or experience for the users to get the job done. So definitely, I would like to have you think about how to leverage sort of AI capabilities in the product and the features that you are building. One tool I think are really interesting to explore is the AWS Party Rock. This is basically like a public UI interface of its Bedrock service. Bedrock is the service where AWS hosts a lot of AWS hosts a lot of the large language models, including Anthropic cloud model, including some of the Meta model, Llama models, and then there are some smaller models there. So this Party Rock is the kind of the UI, very UI friendly interface of that service. And you can really sort of use this app to explore like the AI capabilities and what you can do with those large models, and potentially build an app. Let me stop share my and start sharing. Where did I put it? Yeah, here. Start sharing the Party Rock app. So on the homepage, you can find inspirations from what others have built. And then you can also kind of explore different things that you could potentially build, art and design, learn and education. There are sample apps in all these different categories. So you're welcome to explore those. These are kind of collectively being built by folks around the world. And in many different hackathon, I think there are also like when someone build an app, you can share it with others. You can make it public, so it becomes searchable. But what I have put here is just like super simple. I don't even know what is the feature of like what is this product. But I'm saying probably I want to compare what is shown up after I search T-shirt on Amazon. And so I print this page as a PDF, and what show up as I search T-shirt on Walmart. So I also print this and save it. And I gave this to the large language model. I think what I chose is I'll let it play. Meanwhile, I'll show. Yeah, I think I used the Cloud 3.5 Sonnet v2, but obviously you can choose all sorts of different models. You can explore their capabilities. Some of them are specialized for certain tasks. Others are others are kind of more lightweight. So play with it. You can set some randomness and how much hallucination you want the model to have, and then you can start editing your own prompt. So this way you are not limited to like the system prompt, right? If you are using the chatbot or the deep research or things like those, there will be a system prompt. Here you can really kind of come up with your own system prompt on top of those raw models, and start to explore what kind of AI enabled experience you could build in your product and application. So let me switch back to the slide. I think this is what I have. Yep. Okay. All right. Now you've built the product. You have some features, right? And somehow either your team using AI, or you have a fleet of AI agents help you write the code, and then you launch the product and the feature. It's usually time for some data analysis and insight extraction. So you'd like to monitor, say, monthly active users. Who are they? What did they click in your product? Things like those, right? And probably you also have some surveys with qualitative data as well. So again, you don't need to like really. I think you will still need to look into those data from time to time, but the data analysis job is, I feel like, fundamentally changed. These days, you can just, I think this is DeepSeek, but pretty much with any large AI model, and I'm hearing some noise here. Let me see if anyone's not muted. Sounds good. Oh, I think it's the noise in the recording. Sorry. So pretty much you can. Here I just got some public data source from Kaggle. I think this data source is about quality of life index by country, and then I just put it into. I just put it into the. Yeah, I upload it as a file, which is just a CSV file with all the data. And then I just gave it like a super simple prompt. You can provide a much better prompt if you are more familiar with the data. But I just provide a super simple prompt saying, analyze the attached data file and generate insights. And then it start to do the analysis. And obviously it understands that this is quality of life indices data from 2015 to 2022. It starts to figure out like, oh, most commonly you will need to know the top performing countries, trends over time, and correlations between indices, some regional comparisons, and then some anomalies and outliers that it saw in the data, some emerging trends. So just focusing on the latest 2 years of data available in that data set. And finally, some summary of key takeaways. So this could be very much like you ask an intern to do like a 1 day work with the data and give you some like first cut of analysis, and then you try to drill down. Right now, all of these can happen just in a couple minutes. And then you can see, oh, what are the interesting parts? And potentially you could drill down, ask more questions in the chat, and until a time that you feel like the chat bot is like exhausted and you really need to look into the data yourself. But very rare. Usually, I think you can get pretty good insights on data and kind of qualitative and quantitative data. All right. Okay, so these are pretty much the meat of this session. Just throw a lot of different tools, and I hope I try to organize those a little bit according to the product development journey and all the different things a PM need to do in that journey. So try to map them to that. So hopefully it's not fully unorganized to you. Next, I do want to provide you a few tips in terms of how to stay updated and ahead. Basically, I think there are three channels for you to stay connected. One is the public news and media channel. Obviously, there are social media like Twitter. You can always find latest tech updates and tech influencers talking about all those new exciting breakthroughs. But today there are also some interesting interesting articles and investigations and how can I say a podcast from like traditional media, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and then there are some more kind of big tech podcasts or like long-lasting tech podcasts, GeekWire, Tech News Briefing, Hard Fork, Marketplace Tech. Basically, these are in my podcast library, so just generously share with everyone. And also, there are a lot of newsletters. I think for AI specifically, the Batch AI Weekly. Might want to subscribe and follow. So these are pretty much the public channels, news and media. There are a lot of the developer community because I used to be a developer and have a kind of a deep root in the in the tech world. So I follow a lot of these hackathons on DevPost, and there are a lot of learning kind of communities online, like deeplearning.ai. That's also the Batch newsletter is part of that kind of total community. So find those. You can pretty much, if you have, especially if you would like to systematically learn about AI, large language model, the new and difference of large language model versus the classic kind of supervised and unsupervised learning, the classic machine learning models. I think these are the communities where you can find a lot of good free resource to get your questions answered. The third channel is pretty much I feel like very personalized, usually attached to your workspace, but I feel like it's always a good practice to listen to your team and tech lead. Usually probably the new new developer get on board to your team knows the most because they are the youngest. They see all those cool technologies while they have a lot of time in school, and they explore those. So try to connect with them, listening to them, what they have explored, what they have played with. And also practice, because I can talk about all those tools and what they can do and not do and show all those demos, but you will not really kind of start to assimilate those into your day-to-day work until you start to practice and try to automate some of the repetitive workflow in your day-to-day, and then try to improve some efficiency, accelerate delivery of analysis prototype in your actual building a product and a feature, and probably even just dedicated 1 to 2 hours a week to play with some new tools. Yeah, just say every week you'll spend 1 hour to play the top interesting tool on your list, which you haven't yet played with. So these are the kind of the three channels or the three ways that I feel like makes a PM like really tap into the latest technology world and really kind of try to could stay ahead of innovation and also make use of the innovation that's are happening out there. All right, so my favorite quote, the next decade will witness the rise of many single-person unicorns. So unicorn is, I think, a startup that reached 1 billion valuation. So previously, this is almost infeasible if you just have one person, it's almost infeasible to build a company that values at 1 billion. But really, with AIs, I start to feel like that's much more feasible nowadays. So I think this is the best time for what I call super PMs. If you have really good ideas, you have really good sense of the market, you are really good at finding market product fit, you have really good empathy about your customers, your users, you know their pain points, then you are not limited by like not having tech proficiency to actually get the product built, right? These days, the AI can come in and at least help you sort of come over the first 6 months to 1 year of your idea bootstrapping stage. So definitely leverage those and make your idea shine. All right. That's all for the session. I know I'm right on time, but we'll stay for a little bit longer and see if there's any question from the audience here. Happy to answer. Yeah, Hojin, you want to go ahead? I see you raised hand.
Yeah. Thank you for this. This was very informing, and I just had 3 questions. So first is, I know like AI research tool, I've been using it and it's been super helpful. And but there are like, I guess I personally have like concerns about, just in case, like what if AI brings like inaccurate data or non-reliable data? Is there any concerns, or is there ways to kind of like prevent that from happening?
Yeah, so definitely there are concerns. I think the AI tools are getting better on these, like by putting the quotes out, right, in their research. So you can always track the quotes yourself. Another tip that I've been used is I'm asking different AI to do the same research, and then I'll ask a third AI to do some comparison. So think about how you could use a fleet of AI to kind of mitigate some of those. That's one tip I have. Yeah.
Sounds good. Using AI to make sure AI
Sure.
is.
Yeah, exactly. Now you have generative adversary agents sort of, to check each other's work. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. Sanjay, you want to ask your question?
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask, like, I have non-product managers experience. I worked in supply chain and sales and marketing functions previously. I have 6 years of experience in this domain,
Mhm.
but nothing in product management as such. So, how can I switch towards that? Because everybody says like I've managed projects and products and certain functions. So, do I have to create the relevancy here showing that, or how do I break into that domain?
Yeah, that could be very personal. I would need to look at your resume and really see like what kind of functions you've provided in the supply chain and marketing domain, right? Some of those are like, I would say, transferable. That could show your transferable skill sets if you want to move into the product manager track. But others you might need a little bit more work, and then we need to kind of like together identify some gap, if any. I would suggest you join Leland, book a free trial session, and we can work from there. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Cool. Okay. I see some has questions in the chat. Probably. Let me make sure. Sorry, it won't let me unmute, but do you have ways to stand out in this job given 3+ years in product with AI experience? Yeah, that's again very still a little bit vague. I would say the current job market, as we all know, are a little bit struggling or challenging. Let me say. I think last week I have a mentee who summarized that now almost every entry level PM job is looking for like 5+ years of experience plus MBA, plus some STEM kind of background. So I totally emphasize that. I think it's less about your years of experience, and also when you say you have experience with AI, it's more about like the depth of that experience. So again, I think Veruska, I will need to take a look at your resume and really sort of provide a more personalized suggestions and recommendation to you. It's a little bit hard for me to, as a doctor, I cannot write a prescription before reading the sort of the whole record. Yeah, cool. All right. Any other questions? I'm going to just stay a little bit longer, probably 5 more minutes, if you would like to ask any question. Otherwise, very much appreciate you joining the session today. I hope you get some takeaways and some new learnings, and can start practice those in your day-to-day work. All right. Yeah, I see a few more folks. Virajo, you want to speak up?
Yes, hello, Dr. Zen. Thank you so much for today's session. And I'm Rajal, and I also belong to like a traditional STEM background, having done software engineering. So my question was like I'm transitioning and I'm early in the stages of product management, and I was looking at one of the resources or podcasts which showed that you can use AI to create proof of concept of your initial stages of design, but you can validate those. So are those validations like something you could build up on, or are there any more resources where you can try and test that proof of concept?
Yeah, interesting. I think test a proof of concept is many times depending on who is your customer, right? Who's going to use your proof of concept. I'm not aware of directly using AI to do that, because usually your customer or your user is not an AI. But I think there are definitely ways that you could leverage some other resources to sort of simplify that workflow. But it very much depending on what kind of proof of concept you are building, and what goal are you trying to achieve, or what hypothesis you are going to invalidate by doing some testing. So yeah, it's a little bit case by case, I guess. Yeah.
Right.
If you share more of the context with me, either on LinkedIn or Leland, I'm happy to provide more insights to you.
Of course, I would like to do that. I would like to follow up on it. Thank you very much.
Cool. No problem. Hojin, you want to just speak up?
Yeah. So I just had one more question. I know you mentioned like there are tools like Party Rock to kind of test out to see what's like the best AI to use, but definitely wanted to ask, what are some like premium subscriptions, AI models that you think was very helpful to like ChatGPT or Google and such?
Yeah, I think to be honest, I would recommend you exploit the free options first before you really pay money. Right? I'm quite frugal, and to be honest, I think even with the free options, you can achieve so much. And also by playing with the free options, you get to know like the temper of different models, like the models built by OpenAI and Google Gemini, like what are they good at versus not so good at, and then based on what is the workload that you would like AI to automate, you could better make the decision whether you want to like you have your ROI kind of investigation and analysis by then. Otherwise, I might give you my recommendation, but those might be working well for me, yet not the best option or the best money return for the workload that you would like to automate and complete. So I would definitely recommend you exploit the free options first before considering paying money. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, I see Trevor has a question here. Where would you find the prompts that will speed the work you are doing twice as fast? I'm not sure what exact prompt you are referring to and what exact work you are referring to. Usually, I think with all the with the AI, I feel like all the work I'm doing is like definitely more than twice as fast as without AI. But okay, like in cybersecurity, AI, cloud computing, is there a specific automation you would like uh, to 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 do, Trevor? Pen testing? Okay, interesting. Okay. Hmm. I feel like this is something you probably want to explore uh, the agency. Uh, Agency is one. The other is maybe you need to because I can see you are an expert in the cybersecurity, right? I think a lot of time it is about like giving the AI the right description of the system, its architecture, probably either if you are doing white box testing, or no architecture if you are doing the black box, then probably ask the AI to brainstorm what are the potential vulnerability of the system. I feel like this is one part that could accelerate, say, the pen testing work uh, in cybersecurity. But curious to know your thoughts, because obviously I'm not an expert in cybersecurity, and you know more about like what are the repetitive work in cybersecurity, or what are the hard work in cybersecurity, and then play with AI and see if you can ask it to do some of it, or just try, right? Maybe you write the first prompt and what the AI come back is like totally doesn't make sense. Then you start to explore and see if you can give it better prompt, or maybe the AI is just not good at that aspect. Then you know where's their kind of efficiency point and deficiency point. So again, I would encourage you to try. Does that answer your question? All right. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. I think we are way over time at this moment. I don't see any more hands raised up and or questions in chat. So thank you all. Much appreciate you spending the evening, afternoon, or night with me for today. And thank you. If you ever want to have specific questions or book one-on-one coaching with me, reach out to me on DLAN or LinkedIn. Thank you.